Now patrol. Ether. I got this.
Hey folks, this is ioEther and we're back with some more World of Tanks. As you can see, this is Mrskillerpro and his T-54 on a tier 9 game in steps. This is Encounter Battle. I very rarely get to do one of these because I myself don't play them. For reasons. What's it called? Chronia is why I don't play assaults. I don't remember why I don't play encounters anymore. But anyways, so, before we get actually into the game, if you want to support the channel, the best way, as always, is to like any videos you enjoy. And if you want the channel to grow, then share videos you enjoy. And the best way to do that is, of course, to star in them. So, send me those videos, and then share them with your friends, and everyone can see how awesome you are. So, this is a decently matched up game. As far as we have some good players, they have some good players. We have a bunch of people who are unranked, which either means they just bought the tank, and XGM just doesn't have how many games enough games played in to rate them, or they haven't been playing World Tanks all that long. So this could be a lot of fun. However, the enemy team has a bunch of tomatoes, so it's all up in the air. We'll see how this goes, how this ends up. We are running over towards the cap. This is where the mediums battle it out on a standard map. On this particular map, because of the fact that we don't have a whole bunch of mediums, it's going to be less of the entire, like all the mediums duking it out over here, and more of a poke out and snipe kind of battle and then run away. We do have two heavies pushing down. Where did they go? There they are. The IS-2 and the IS-3. Now they're going to make sure that the enemy doesn't try and rush the cap, while the rest of our forces push around the other side and sweep through. But in order for the rest of our forces to push around the other side and clean up the back end, we're going to have to hold this line. If we let this line go, they can just cap us out. So that means that we always have to be making them fear us, and the best way to do that is to be visible, continue to put fire into the enemy team. Great job bouncing the shot from the T-20, and that is simply preparation. He is popping up over this ridge just barely enough to put his gun over the top. He is not showing any more of his tank than he absolutely has to. Unfortunately, missing that shot on the T-29. I think that must have hit something, because it obviously didn't hit the T-29. And again, he's just poking back up at such an angle. We're going to zoom out here for a second and flip around. So anyone looking at him is looking at this. Now this upper glacis is at such an angle that they're not going to pen it. It's just auto bounce. Did I pause the game? I did. My bad. And then, of course, his turret is at such an angle that it's mostly an auto bounce. If you hit this slim line, maybe that pen. And of course the cupola. Let's see what he's looking at. There we go. Now, if you manage to get a shot in, and it happened like that, I bet you that T-29, or that shot entry. Oh. Oh, it might have been right there. Yep. So that is about the only weak spot, is the direct front of that turret, or his lower glacis. Unfortunately, we are not going to say we're winning this corner, because we're not. They have superior numbers. They're putting in superior firepower. Now Mrskillerpro is doing his best to hold off. We have managed to kill their top player, so that's definitely going to help secure this corner. But if they push on us too much harder, like this, then we're going to have some real trouble holding this. Now, they definitely outnumber us. If they were to swarm us, they would more than likely just overwhelm us and kill us. But if they're just going to come at us one at a time like this, then we're just going to be able to bounce shots and return effective fire This poor SU doesn't realize what's about to happen. Ooh, that shot was badly aimed, but it doesn't really matter because the SU fired in either panic or triumph. He thought he had the shot, he fired clutch, or either without aiming well or without aiming at all, and all he did was die pointlessly because obviously we can reload faster than he can. Now the AMX 1390 came over that bridge line and killed our IS-3 and is now trying to make good his getaway. I don't think he's going to do it. We have him auto-locked on. Beautiful shot into the back of him, guaranteeing his death. Now, yes, we're in the cap, but that's not really the point of this particular location. Mrskillerpro is just using the wreck now of the T-29, or T-29, wreck of the T-29. T-29's not dead yet. Anyways, wreck of the 1390 in order to try and bounce and basically side scrape for the Tiger and the T-29, but unfortunately that obviously didn't work, so he just backed up so that only the Tiger could shoot at him without the T at a time, and then in order for the T-29 to shoot him, he actually had to pull out and get the shot, reducing the effective fire coming in on him, and thus, ooh, look at that, I just realized that's a win. Holy crap. Well, that was a lot faster than I expected it to go. 3,000 experience, just about without even a premium account, and only a daily double. This was an awesome game. Ace Tanker, Fire for Effect, Shellproof, both those richly deserved. Duelist and Bruiser, Steel Wall, and High Caliber. These three, yeah, this says everything right here. We are obviously the highest damage dealer on our team, most effective as far as armor on our team, and then of course in kills, which meant that we really did hold that side. I'm not going to say single-handedly because obviously there was an IS-2 and IS-3 there, but you can tell from these stats they didn't do it nearly as much as our hero did. Now, without a doubt, they were effective, and they were effective because it meant the enemy team was too scared to rush us. If it had only been Mrskillerpro on that corner, he would have died in probably about a minute tops, as the enemy team would have realized he was alone and they would have just rushed him, or at least they would have swarmed him enough that he couldn't defend from all sides. With the IS-2 and the IS-3 there, they could not rush him, and okay, it's not that they couldn't rush him, they decided not to because they were too scared of the IS-2 and the IS-3. That was their mistake. They basically threw the game at that point in time, letting Mrskillerpro just rack up that damage. Almost 6,000 damage and 2,600 damage blocked by his beautiful turret and upper glacis. That was a great game. Thank you so much, sir, for saying that in. Thank you. Wow, look at that. 31 grand in ammo spent, and he still makes a profit. Wow. Thank you so much, sir, for saying that in. Thank you all for watching. Have a great night. This is ioEther out.